Podcast is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Listen to other great tech podcasts at www.techpodcasts.com.
Yo, you are in the right place at the right time, listening to the right thing. Tech Webcast. Congratulations on choosing such an awesome thing to listen to. You are clearly very smart. You're into tech stuff. You love hearing Brad and Jason and their guests chat. And you're probably really good looking too. Well done. So let's get into it. The weekly tech extravaganza that is Tech Webcast. In 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Welcome to episode 205 of the Tech Webcast podcast, recorded on Saturday, the 8th of September 2012. Tech Webcast is recorded every Saturday and rebroadcast on Aussie Tech Heads on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. In today's news, we've got Nokia fakes a video demonstration, Voyager's Messenger, and new Amazon Kindle devices. Our guest today is Stephen Langsford from Quickflix, and we have our usual hosts, Brad, Jody, Steve, Jason, and also Bryce.
Bryce,
Good afternoon, Brad.
Good afternoon, Jason. Welcome back, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. How's yourself?
Good. Yep, I'm good. How's your week been?
Yeah, pretty good. It started to get a bit warmer here, which is great, and then had to go and do voting today, which is not so great.
That was fun. It sounds fun. No, it's not really fun. The TiVo stream. Have you seen that, Jason, yet?
I did see mention of it. None of these things are ever going to come here, even though we do have TiVo, so it's still disappointing.
Yeah, it is very disappointing, but we'll chat about that later in the show. We've got Bryce back on. Hey, Bryce.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good, mate. What have you been up to?
Same old, same old.
Yep. Still doing videos?
Yeah, not as much.
Why? Is it busy or working?
Yeah, pretty busy. And there's not that much really going on the tech scene. I'm actually looking forward to those new Kindles, though. So
okay, all right, we'll get your view on that very soon, and also the new iPhone maybe. Next
yeah, oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And all right, we've got Steve back on too. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, bro.
What's up, mate? And we've got Jody on. Hey, Jody.
Hey, Brad.
Cool. Welcome back.
Thanks.
So let's jump into the interview with Stephen from Quickflix. Welcome, Stephen.
Welcome to the show.
Brad.
Welcome.
Tell us about... really impressive introduction too. I've never had such an amazing introduction.
Thanks, mate. All right, tell us about Quickflix and what do you do there, and that's all good stuff.
Well, I'm founder of Quickflix and I'm chairman of the company. We're a listed company on the Australian stock market.
Right.
And obviously, as founder, myself and a co-founder have been there from day one. And we're out there sort of growing, getting lots of subscribers on board, rolling out our streaming service across new great devices, and securing really great movie and TV content.
Nice.
To serve our subscribers.
Good stuff. Now, the first question is, when is it going to be coming on to the Xbox? A lot of people have been asking me that question.
So we've announced a deal with Microsoft Xbox, and we go live over the coming couple of weeks.
All right. In this month? In this month?
That's the plan.
All right. Good stuff. All right. Can't wait for that. All right. Jason, any questions?
Yeah. How long's Quickflix been running, and are you looking to be similar to the US's Netflix, which is very popular in a few countries?
Yeah, I mean, Netflix has been amazingly popular in the US and in Canada, and it's rolled out to Latin America and now in United Kingdom as well. So we like a lot of what Netflix does, and we think we've always thought there's been a great opportunity here in Australia. So we listed our company in 2005 with less than 1,000 subscribers, and back then we were very much the online DVD rental model, which is where Netflix started out, and that's obviously sending out DVDs to Australian households, giving a wide selection of movies and TV series on DVD under a subscription model, no late fees, no due dates, really fantastic model. And just like Netflix has done over the last 9 months, we've gone live with our complimentary streaming service. So that's a subscription streaming to movie and TV content, available over an increasing array of new digital devices. So the model, so today we offer both online DVD rental and subscription streaming, and in fact pay-per-view streaming, which is a departure from what Netflix offers in its local market. And it's early days, but we see a really fantastic opportunity here, most particularly to serve the over 70% of households who don't subscribe to pay TV. So it's a big market opportunity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of activity within Quickflix. We've been very busy rolling out to new devices, securing content out of Hollywood and other independent studios and TV networks, and very exciting times.
What different platforms are you running on currently? How can we watch it?
So on the streaming service, we're available on PC and Mac. We're on Sony PlayStation 3. We're on an array of smart TVs, so Panasonic Viera, Sony Bravia, Samsung smart TVs. And we're also streaming to iPads and iPhones and the new Galaxy S3. And over the coming weeks, as we've talked about, we'll go live on Microsoft Xbox. And we've just announced a deal with Kogan, the guys who have come out with a pretty cool Wi-Fi enabled HDMI dongle, and that will come preloaded with the Quickflix app that will help smartify current normal TVs that have got an HDMI port, and you will be able to stream our great array of movie and TV content to your today not so smart TV.
Nice. All right. When will that be out, roughly, you reckon?
So that's going into retail over the coming weeks as well. So over the next month, we're going to have a pretty busy time. Great thing about the dongle is that it's priced for less than $100, and we think that this will be really quite a breakthrough for the Aussie market. No big clunky set-top box required, and no being tied in with a particular ISP. Anyone can access this dongle, have it preloaded with Quickflix, and start enjoying streaming direct to your lounge room.
Right. What about getting onto other devices like TiVo and them sort of set-top boxes? Are you going to be adding that anytime soon, or?
And so we want to be wherever consumers are. That's the plan. So we're quite a our point of difference here is that we offer Australia's largest range of movie and TV content. So we're over 55,000 titles in DVD, Blu-ray, and streaming. And you can stream either by our $14.99 per month, or you can view across any of the enabled devices, or you can pay-per-view on latest release. So it's a pretty great offering. And so basically wherever consumers are, whatever the popular device is, we want to be on it. And just about every other day, a consumer electronics company, it might be a major global brand. Boy, those crickets are really sounding loud.
Yeah.
Just about every other day, a major...
Can you mute that? Bryce, can you mute that, mate? Is it coming from you, or...?
The alien coming from Stephen's one, is it?
It must be.
No, I don't think it's me.
No, I don't think it's Stephen.
No, I got headphones on.
It's gone. Now it's gone.
Yeah. Maybe that was just our streaming coming down the...
Maybe.
That's strange.
Do you have any free zone deals with ISP so people can... so it doesn't have a hit on their quotas?
So we do in New Zealand, where quotas... So we stream in New Zealand, and quotas there, or data caps, are quite low. In Australia, increasingly data caps are becoming a sort of a thing of the past, because most of the telcos have raised them significantly. That said, we are working on some special deals, so we'll be able to make those announcements down the track. but it's become less of an issue for most of the consumers. We don't get any complaints about streaming and sort of blowing people's data caps, given their sort of average usage.
Mm.
So you asked the question before. Sorry, I didn't quite finish that when the cricket started invading us.
Yeah.
Devices like TiVo, that could be interesting.
Yeah, it has to be on TiVo because seriously, Casper is just a waste of. It's just
terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, I don't want to swear on the podcast, but it's just terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be an interesting opportunity. I think there's a reasonable number of TiVo boxes out there, so that makes sense for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are. I tell you what, over the next year, it's going to be very, very interesting. There are lots of new cool devices, lower cost devices that are entering the market, all of which we'd love to have Quickflix streaming across.
Sure. What about the Apple TV and AirPlay? Is that going to be coming soon, anytime soon? Or?
So we think there's a possibility there with Apple TV. Certainly Netflix streams across the Apple TV. We've got an Apple TV at home, and it's really great.
Yeah.
And it's yet again one of the sort of add it to the mix of low cost devices to enable your TV. So that's the job that Apple TV does for us, and I dare say that it has pretty good penetration in the Aussie market. So we'd love to be able to stream Quickflix across Apple TV, and that's definitely on our plans.
And what about AirPlay? Would you be doing AirPlay anytime soon? Or I love AirPlay. AirPlay would be fantastic for that.
Yeah, this is probably where I need to sort of drag our Chief Technology Officer in, but I know that we've made some statements there about enabling AirPlay, and I can't give you a time frame for that, unfortunately, but I'd probably be hazarding over the next couple of months, but I'll need my CTO here to verify that.
Okay, cool. All right. Bryce, got any questions for Stephen?
Yeah, I was just looking at your streaming. I haven't actually been on here before, but I see that you have you've got HBO. Are you going to get other providers on the site?
Yeah, so far we have, for our subscription streaming service, we've got NBC Universal, Warner Brothers, Sony Pictures, MGM, HBO, BBC, ITV. We'll be making an announcement pretty soon about a whole new array of major studios and independent studios for whom we'll be able to stream their content as well. So, the plan here is just as with our DVD and Blu-ray service, we cover the whole universe of content providers, and we'll be increasing our array of content for our streaming subscribers as well. I mean, we see that as being a really high growth area. We're investing in that area. It's very expensive, so you have to invest in step with how you're seeing your subscribers growing. We've grown our sub numbers by 60% over the last year. So it's a really big area. It's a complicated field for Hollywood and the student content owners. They still, by and large, give a preference for the DVD release in terms of the window that operates in after cinema. And it's still a very significant part of Hollywood's revenues. I think it still generates upwards 80% of the home entertainment revenues for Hollywood. Of course, what you're seeing is a lot of Hollywood's missing out on a lot of the revenues that are heading off into piracy land, and people pirate because it's not being made available soon enough.
Yeah, exactly.
At the right price point. So we would love to make more money for Hollywood by accessing their streaming content earlier at the right price and making that available to customers who would be very happy to pay for it.
Yeah,
so the Hollywood's having to change its business model, and it has to do that in step with consumers who are also investing in getting applications that means that streaming can be their sort of preferred way of viewing movies and TV content. So we've got no doubt that in years to come, on-demand streaming will be the default choice for all consumers. But we've got a journey. Sorry.
We've seen a good example of that recently with Doctor Who being released in Australia streaming a week before it comes live to free-to-air. So they've got to see that as a good example of cutting down on the piracy because they're making it available, which is what people want, isn't it?
Absolutely. And, the Australian media landscape, traditional media landscape, is really going through major upheaval and ructions over the last 3 to 4 months. You've had news publishers like Fairfax and News Corp announced major restructurings and redundancies off the back of the impact the internet has had on their readership and revenues. And you're now starting to see the same effect, or analysts looking at what's happening in free-to-air as audiences are shifting to on-demand, and it's also creating major issues for the traditional free-to-air companies. So it doesn't surprise me that increasingly you'll see the content owners opt for internet delivery and on-demand streaming as their preferred choice. But it's a balancing act, it's a journey, it's a transition that has to be made. Obviously, one of the big drivers that we see for all of this is the device. So the more that we are all out there, we aspire to use these new cool devices, and consumers will purchase these, start using them, discover what the internet sort of button on their remote control means for their smart TV, and then trawl through that, and they'll see the Quickflix icon there under the movie section and discover it and start using it. So that there's an education and a rollout. And that's the phase that we're in.
What about the iPad app, the streaming iPad app? Is that going to be getting an update anytime soon? Any new features coming into it, or?
Yeah, we'd like to. At the moment, we've got the iPad app. That's always under development, as with all our interfaces, where we get customer feedback, we optimise. It's all about improving. It works fantastically.
Yep.
That's for our subscription streaming service. What we'd like to do is introduce also our service for pay-per-view latest release content. So we're working on some modifications there that will ensure that pay-per-view latest release content is also available through our app.
All right, good stuff. What sort of content will be coming onto the Xbox app, Stephen? Same stuff we get on the streaming app, or different?
Yes, that'll be both subscription and pay-per-view content. So most definitely our Xbox app will have latest release movie and TV series.
Cool.
Under pay-per-view, and our subscription service will have a really fantastic lineup as well. So this is a bit of a chicken and egg thing for ourselves as a Aussie company, and we're a small Aussie company with 110,000 subscribers, but growing rapidly. And we're sort of in a great sort of leadership position. So we want more people supporting us. More people support us than we in turn on content. And as we roll out more, hear those crickets again.
Yeah, it's coming from Stephen, from Steve Klingon. I don't know what's going on with his audio today. That's shocking.
As we roll our service out across more of these devices, what that does, of course, is give us a large addressable audience. And then we can take that large addressable audience back to Hollywood and say, well, give us more of your content, because we've now got the eyeballs that are keen to, take your latest release content, etc.
Right. Okay. All right. And what's the pricing on what's the pricing at the moment? I get the streaming a month. That's $15 a month.
$15 a month.
Yep.
We still love, and customers still love, our online DVD rental service. So most of our customers take online DVD rental plus streaming bundled in.
Cool.
And we've got a range of price points there that I guess the most popular price per month is around $24.99 a month. And that's for unlimited DVDs rolling up to your letterbox and unlimited streaming. And the great thing about DVD, of course, is that it's you choose movies that match your profile, because we use our discovery tools of search, browse, and personal recommendations. And it gives you access across that vast array of 55,000 titles. So what you'll see is increasingly more of our content will be available for streaming, and by taking both, you're really getting the best experience today.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. I can't wait for the Xbox app to come on. I'm looking forward to that.
Should be fun, actually. I think it's been built to make the most of all the cool Xbox features, and we're having some fun with it in development right now.
Definitely. Now, that's coming in next couple of weeks, did you say?
Correct.
All right, good stuff. Jason, Jody, any questions?
No, I just I wish we could get your service as a competitor to Netflix. I know Netflix had a little bit of a stumble where they were separating the mailing out of DVDs and trying to create a separate service with that. Are you taking, I guess, an advice from what they've done and not doing the DVD mailing?
Most definitely, we're avid watchers of what Netflix does, and they do some things really, really well, and they do some things not so well. I think that was one of the not so good things that Netflix has done over the last year or so. That was a funny period for Netflix. For a brand that was it was a stock that was a top 10 performing stock. It was always achieved number one in customer satisfaction and customer service, etc. And when they came out and announced bizarrely that they were jacking their prices up 60% and then looking to split off the DVD rental and streaming service, that obviously resulted in a massive consumer backlash. So I think no doubt they've learnt that they backtracked on all of that. They've sort of learnt their lessons, and I think just goes to show how passionate their subscribers were to come out with such a hue and cry about some of those proposed plans, and they've been reversed. So full credit to Reed Hastings and Netflix for having made the missteps to working quickly to correct it. I tell you what, it did actually lift the profile of Quickflix there for a while, because I think Netflix were considering calling their online DVD rental business Quickster, which I saw lots of feedback on Twitter and the like suggesting that Quickflix was a better name than Quickster.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that part. But yeah, there were a lot of people that just dumped the service. I don't know how successful they've been in terms of trying to woo them back, but just creating the two different services didn't seem to be what people were looking for.
No,
part of your
people love the one single well sort of prepared sort of interface there for give me access to movies or TV. I'll take some of it in DVD. I'll take some of it in streaming, and the idea of splitting it off was sort of anathema to the consumer experience. But Netflix have done a good job in getting customers back. It's still growing strongly. It's got, I think, some 25% of households in the US subscribe to Netflix, and obviously this is a market where you've had 90% of households subscribe to cable TV. So it's a much more competitive market than the US. You've got me thinking now. Maybe having built millions of subs in Australia, we'll need to consider heading across to the US.
There you go. Come on over. We need competitors.
So, Stephen, what sort of technology you use in your place? Do you use iPad and stuff, iPhone?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I think we're obviously a tech company, so we build all our own technology when it comes to the consumer interface, the customer platform, all the algorithms that drive search and browse and personal recommendations, the integration into social media, Facebook and the like. We're all sort of Apple, Mac and iPad, iPhone users, of course. And then we use integration technologies into the plethora of consumer devices that we play out to. And then we have a supply chain when it comes to streaming of movies that are encoded and ingested out of the US. And obviously we use a content delivery network then to basically deliver that streaming content to households all around the place. And then on the DVD side, we have very large distribution centres on Eastern Australia, so Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and they're responsible for turning over the hundreds of thousands of DVDs that are in and out every day and off to households. So, it's a technology supported business, no question.
All right, good stuff. Any more questions, Jason? Before he goes, we need to let him go and let him go to the netball.
If you've got time, real quick, I just wanted to ask this quick question. When did you start Quickflix?
So we IPO'd in June 2005 with less than 1,000 subscribers, and then we raised a small amount of money then, $3 million, that enabled us to start to roll out a national service, and this is still in online DVD rental. And then we've built up our sub base, and then in the last year we did have a direct competitor, which was Telstra Big Pond, and we had over the last couple of years surpassed Telstra Big Pond, even though we had a lot less capital. But we always thought that even though we didn't have the deep pockets of a Telstra, we were innovators, and we would sweat it harder, and we'd listen to the customer more, and hopefully we could establish a brand that meant something more to the customer than what Telstra did when it came to their entertainment sort of needs.
Yeah. So when did Quickflix actually begin though as a company?
We began with our first prototype service in 2004.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it, Jason. Any more questions to Stephen? Is that it? That's it, I think. That's it.
Brad. Well, thank you very much for having me.
No problem, Stephen. Come back anytime, mate. Can't wait for the Xbox and all the other good stuff to come on.
Yeah, thanks for your support. Get all your mates to come on board.
Will do, mate. Thank you, mate. Thanks. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks. All right.
Thanks, Stephen.
All right, that was Stephen from Quickflix. Bryce, what's your view on the Quickflix, mate? You gonna sign up?
Yeah, I might. I actually didn't even know it existed, but it looks interesting.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm on the struggle. I got the app on the iPad. I pay $15 a month for the streaming of the TV shows and movies. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. So Jody, what's some news today? Not sure what happened to Jason.
Jason or Jody?
Jason.
I didn't go anywhere.
I didn't know. I thought you left. I don't know where that bad audio was coming from, but sorry about that. But
Weird.
That's really weird. Yeah. So let's jump into some news, Jason.
Alrighty. Telecom giant Nokia has apologized for a video demonstration that led viewers to believe it had been filmed with its new smartphone, but was in fact made with other equipment. We apologize for the confusion we created, Nokia wrote in a blog posted. An apology is due. Since a blog post was published, it has also been revealed that Nokia appears to have faked still photographs that were supposed to show off the ability of the phone's camera. In the video clip screened on Wednesday at a media center conference for the launch of Nokia's new flagship Lumia 920 smartphone, a reflection in the window reveals that the video was not shot using a mobile phone, but with another type of camera. In an effort to demonstrate the benefits of optical image stabilization, we produced a video that simulates what we'll be able to deliver with OIS, it said. Of course, hindsight is 20/20, but we should have posted a disclaimer stating that this was a representation of OIS only. It was not shot with the Lumia 920, at least not yet, the Finnish company added. It looks like a dustbin lid strapped to a cluster of fishing rods. It's a computer so puny it could not even start up your iPhone, and if ET wants to listen to the message it brings, he'll need a gramophone to play it on. But in the history of space exploration, there's not a probe that can touch the glittering career of Voyager 1, mankind's first messenger to the cosmos. 35 years after it was launched, the Doughty Explorer is on the brink of leaving the solar system and heading into the deep chill of interstellar space. More than 18 billion kilometers from home, Voyager is still yielding terrific science as it battles through the last fringes of our star system. It's providing us with extraordinary data with precious information, said about the structure of the solar system, said Rosine Lallement of the Paris Observatory. Voyager was launched on September 5, 1977, a few weeks after its sister scout Voyager 2, and the pair carried out a magnificent tour of all the giant planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Afterwards, their missions were reconfigured so they would fly to the edge of the solar system and then beyond into the utter unknown. And Amazon announced a new line of tablets and e-readers during the September 6 press conference. The first piece of hardware unveiled was the Kindle Paperwhite e-reader. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos showed off the new Kindle Paperwhite during the conference, boasting that it features 62% more pixels and has 25% more contrast than its predecessor. The Kindle Paperwhite is priced at an affordable $69 and will start shipping in the US on October 1. Ice Cream Sandwich is powering the Kindle Fire HD family. An Amazon spokesperson confirmed that all three Kindle Fire HDs will boast Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich, but no word on whether Jelly Bean updates are coming down the pipes or what's under Kindle Paperwhite's hood. And I don't think we'll be seeing them over here, at least not the Fires. No. I've seen a lot of reviews saying, well, that's it. Amazon has now outdone the iPad. Nobody will be buying iPads. They'll all get Kindles, but I don't think it's going to have that much of effect because it's going to be US only. Yeah, they don't go to Canada, they don't go to the UK, they don't come here. So I don't think iPad's got anything to worry about personally.
I don't think iPad's the best device out there at the moment.
I might be tempted by the iPad Mini though.
Okay, that's good. Okay, well if we bring ones out, Bryce, what are your views on them stories, mate?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Kindle actually, the Paperwhite. That looks quite interesting.
Okay, you gonna get one, mate?
Yeah, probably. I'm also looking forward to the iPhone, obviously, but yeah, I'm interested to see what that's going to look like.
All right. What's your view on the next week, the Apple event, Bryce? You know, what do you think they'll announce there?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. They've put out rumors to say it's going to be longer. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be anything, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah, I agree. What about you, Jody?
I guess I'm still in awe that Nokia thought they could get away with faking the pictures and saying that it was the product of their phone. I mean, in this day and age where people are making incredible videos using an iPhone and even editing on the iPhone, you would think that it would be in their best interest to show the superior capabilities of their video processing. And the fact that not only was it not the phone, but now they took still and said that they were going, well, maybe we should have said we were emulating something. That just floors me. That's astounding.
It's even worse than, I think it was the BlackBerry Playbook where they just had videos playing on it on what it's going to look like, and nobody could actually touch it because it didn't actually do anything except for play the video of what the interface might look like in the future.
Amazing.
Amazing, yes, indeed. What about you, Steve? What's your view on them stories and next week?
Actually, on the Kindle Fire HD, well, not just that.
You made a video, didn't you? Just before today, I seen the video. You said you're not going to get.
I was, we've got a Kindle first generation. I mean, it's nice, but I don't like what they're doing with their ads now, because you spend like $500 on the premier Kindle Fire HD, and you have ads still on the device. I mean, because you're paying all this money.
Really? $500 for that? Really?
I think it was $500.
Really? Wow.
Well, no. I mean, they got different priced ones, and that's the best one that you can buy. But I'm saying,
what's so good about it?
I forgot all the details. But I think supposedly it comes with 3G or something.
Oh,
the price the pricing is supposed to be pretty good on the 3G version.
Oh, okay.
Like $5 a month or something. But it's limited to, I think, 250 megabytes per month, which is kind of weird anyway.
Interesting. All right. So Jason, what do you think of the Apple event next week, mate? What are your thoughts on that?
I think the iPhone 5 will be interesting, but again, it's going to be just another step up. So there's nothing that's going to be mind-blowing or crazy exciting or anything like that. They haven't had anything cool to add in a while, and there's not really that much they can do besides apparently making it 16:9 so that videos look nicer. But
yeah.
I think I'll stick with my 4S for now, and I might have a look at a iPad Mini if it gets announced to come out, or even if they do another event in a couple of weeks for that. If I could sell my iPad 2 and maybe get that if it's got Retina, might be nice for reading books and things on, but that's about it.
What about do you reckon the new iPhone will have 4G over here in Australia?
Well, it's difficult to say because there's so many different variations of 4G in the world for them to cover. They're going to either have to do a phone for each country or have a lot of chips in there to try and cope with it.
Yeah, true.
So there's a lot of people have been saying that the other Android phones are jumping ahead because a lot of them do have 4G. But I'm not sure. I guess Apple can do it if Samsung can do it. So
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. And Jody, what's your view on for the next week event? What's going to go down?
Interestingly enough, when the 4S was coming out, and we didn't know whether it was going to be the 4S or the 5, there was a heck of a lot of hype. Everybody was conjecturing what was going to be, what the feature set was going to be, and there was an incredible amount of hoopla, and if you remember, there were so many pre-orders before the phone was even offered yet, and I think that we kind of learned our lesson. I don't know if you guys noticed. My impression is that there is not as much hype as there was previously, and that people are kind of like, okay, what's this thing going to have with it? And there's a lot less conjecture going on right now than there was with the 4S. So I don't know. I'm going to wait and see. I agree with you, Jason. I'm going to hold on to my 4S unless there's something earth-shattering or mind-boggling or absolutely amazing about the 5. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there hasn't been that much hype about it. So It's hard to get excited when everybody's been somewhat silent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that they're kind of they're not innovating as much as they used to. It's kind of the same thing. They just they need to do something. Make it a iPhone that really is going to be something that's going to be mind blowing, but they just keep recycling the same sort of designs like the original iPhone and then the 3G, and they're all pretty similar in looks. And the operating system is also starting to get a bit like iOS 6 for me. I don't know about anybody else, but it's kind of same thing. They're not innovating as much. I don't know, but that's just my view.
And it could be, unfortunately, because Steve Jobs passed away and he was the visionary.
Yeah,
could be.
It's hard to say. A friend of mine's got the Samsung S3. It looks very nice. It's a wider screen as well as taller, and it's got a lot of room on there to view stuff. I quite like the larger screen.
Well, I think
I've got the Galaxy Note, and that thing is really nice. Beautiful screen.
Well, I think people sometimes tend to, want change, where there not necessarily needs to be, because I guess they expect, something new and revolutionary each time when, sometimes innovation doesn't necessarily come all at once. It just takes steps. But
yeah. iOS 6, Bryce, when do you reckon that'll be out, mate? Next week, do you reckon? After the event or before?
I don't know, to be honest, but I'll probably give it a try. But are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, for sure, mate. Yeah, I can't wait.
I've been running it for a while, so
yeah. How many more betas is there, Jason? Is there many, mate? Is that it?
I think there might have been one come out recently, but because I don't have a developer account anymore, I don't get notified. So.
Okay, all right. And how's your next 7 going, Bryce? I took mine back because my screen broke.
Really?
Yeah.
One of my friends in the UK had a similar issue. His screen stopped working, and since July, it's taken till this week before he could get a reply on Google how to get it back to them.
Wow.
Sent tons of emails and phone calls and stuff, and he finally just managed to get it sent back now.
Yeah, well,
mine's working well.
And the screen hasn't came out on the side; it's not loose, and you can't push it down. It's like it's all nothing loose on there or anything like that.
No, it's fine. I know a lot of when a few other people have tried to return it, and they said it takes like 30 days to process, and then 10 days or something for them to give you a refund or something like that. But
yeah, well, I took mine back to the store and got my money back.
Yeah, I think it's better if you buy it from a store, because if you get it from the Google Play Store, it takes 30 days to process and 10 days to get your money back.
Well, I thought the store is the only place you can buy it through the Google Play Store.
I wasn't really a fan of the Android anyway. The Android was all right, but I rather the iPad. Do you still use your iPad, Bryce?
Oh, yeah, I use it every day. I love it.
What sort of apps you been checking out, mate, on your iPad?
I mean, I just use the standard set of apps. Pretty big fan of iTunes. Have you seen? Actually, speaking of that, have you seen the new Underbelly series?
I have, mate. I have. I love it.
It's great. I know. I mean, I use iTunes for that. I'll go and get the episodes of the new Underbelly and watch it on that, and that's brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great show. You got an Apple TV, mate?
I do. Yeah.
Do you use it much?
Not as much. No, not as much as my iPad, certainly, but yeah.
You can still you can AirPlay stuff for that, and that's sort of good.
Well, there's no point in him entering into a competition where he could win one.
Nah, we're talking about Apple TV. Let's get down to the business with the Apple TV. Jason, what's going down with that, mate?
Yeah, well, I picked it up yesterday, and we're sitting here at home, so we'll have in the next few weeks, we'll be announcing a competition for people to win an Apple TV 2.
Yep.
You've got the 1080p as opposed to 720p that mine's got.
Cool.
So make sure you keep listening into the show week after week, and you might be able to find yourself a winner of an Apple TV 2 if you're in Australia.
Yep.
And we do have some prizes for people in the US to go for. I'll leave that to Brad to announce.
Steve, what's the prizes for the people in the US?
Well, I know we got some combination Tech Webcast and Chatterbox Live coffee cups. We might arrange some other stuff as well.
All right, yeah, we can arrange that, and we might even arrange a Apple TV to give away over there too. So we'll have a chat with Steve about that, and yeah, because I'm sure people in the US would love an Apple TV.
Yeah,
everybody should have one.
Yeah, everybody should have one.
Yeah, I agree. Jody, what's your view on this?
On Apple TV, I love it.
Do you have one, Jody?
I do. I have an Apple TV, and it's great. My daughter loves it as well, and it's terrific to watch, Netflix or YouTube, through your television. It's a great device.
Yeah, I agree.
Or stream your computer.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right. So, Bryce, what have you been up to, mate, for the past month or so? You want to report anything, mate?
I've just been working. Same old.
And no more videos, or is that it?
Maybe in the future, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's nothing much that's really caught my eye.
Oh, okay.
To be honest.
Yeah, I remember you used to do the reviews and stuff and that sort of stuff. They were great videos.
Yeah, I know. I might get back into them.
What about what's that other guy been up to? That Aaron, what's he been up to? You heard much from him?
Aaron.
Yeah, he does the tech news.
Yeah, not sure.
I don't know what's he been up to. I don't know. I haven't heard from him for months. Do you remember him, Jason?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him.
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
Tell us about that app that you were telling us you like so much.
Oh, that app, the TV app. The what's it called?
Next Guide.
Next Guide. That's it. Yeah, Next Guide. Yeah, it's a great app. You can look on there and look at what your friends are watching on TV and that sort of stuff. And it doesn't work very well in Australia.
Not yet. It probably will eventually.
It will hopefully be in the Australian App Store soon. But Jody, have you used it yet?
No, but my impression is that it's like a TV guide with a social
twist.
Of.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. You can watch what your friends are watching, and add favorites and leave comments and share what you're watching. And it's Robert Scoble made a big hype about it, and he was on the show last week, and he loves it.
Well, I'm a little afraid to have my friends know what I'm watching.
But you can actually hide that sort of stuff so they don't know, and
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool then.
You don't have to share what you're watching. It's up to you.
It could be scary.
What sort of shows do you watch?
Oh, I'm into reruns right now. Walking Dead and Breaking Bad and that kind of.
That sounds like me. I'm into the reruns or the watch the whole seasons.
Steve, have you been getting into Sons of Anarchy? I mentioned that to you last week. Have you been watching any episodes?
Geez, you know what? I was actually finishing up on some episodes. Of course, this is an old one. It's already canceled. Crossing Jordan, so haven't had a chance to check any other ones out yet.
Okay, all right. What about you, Bryce? What sort of show you been watching, mate? Apart from Underbelly.
Yeah, just Underbelly. I watch a bit of House. And the Sons of Anarchy. My brother watches that. He loves it. I haven't checked it out. Is it good?
Yeah, it's a good show, mate. Excellent show.
Yeah, I might check it out actually.
Do you still got Fox? You got running Fox at your place or? Got rid of it.
Yeah, I am. I don't use it that much, to be honest, though.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it. It's wasted money. It's all crap and repeats on there. I used to like it, but one day, but,
Yeah.
Too much money, I don't know. What do you think, Jason? What have you been watching on TV, mate?
My TV doesn't get much signal, so I've mostly been watching Sherlock.
Oh, yeah?
Which I really like, and Doctor Who, watching the new episodes, and there's another new one out tomorrow through ABC iView. Can't wait to see.
Have you checked out the BBC iPlayer app, Jason?
No, I just watch it on iView here.
Oh, okay, because that app shows some good shows in there too, from the UK.
Yeah, I need a tunnel to get there.
No, but there's an app actually called BBC iPlayer for the iPad.
Is it? And it lets you play their stuff in Australia?
Yeah, it's Australian too, yeah.
Oh, okay, how much is that one?
It's free.
Free? Cool, check it out.
Yeah, check it out, yeah. It's
good quality?
Yeah, great quality, yeah.
iView is okay, but it's very blocky, especially on even the 24-inch monitor that I've got. But when you're that much of a dedicated fan, you've got to watch it when it comes out, even if it is blocky.
Definitely. And also SBS On Demand, that's another great app that I recommend to check out too.
Yep.
And good stuff. All right, you want to say anything before we go, Steve?
Oh, I'm just going to mention that my main cable box in the living room, it constantly resets, so I'm going to have to call them. It works on the other TVs in the house, so I've been having to watch some stuff online in the living room, Netflix, to compensate.
Right. Talking of streaming, the TiVo stream came out the other day from TiVo in America. That looks pretty good.
Good for them, yeah.
Good for them, but it's a shame we can't use it here.
Aww.
I would have got that one. I would have got one straight away. It works here, but unfortunately, it doesn't. All right. So, Bryce, you want to say anything before we go, mate?
No, that's it, man.
That's it. Where can they get you on Twitter and stuff and Facebook or whatever?
Yep, just BILSTA57 for Twitter and YouTube.
All right, Steve, where can they get you, mate?
Justin.tv/LinuxCoolDude, and Twitter, you can get me on as Chatterbox_live.
And me, Brad Oz on Tech Webcast. Jody, where can they get you?
You can find me on Twitter as Sunswept, and everywhere else there is Jody Rains or webmarcom, webmarcom.net.
Cool. And Jason?
On Twitter, Warlock, WAULOK, and also in Steve's chat channel, even though he forgets who I am, and RudeBilby.com.
Good stuff. And who's on next week, Steve? Can you check there? Let me check.
Oh, geez, here, I can check it.
Who's on next week? Who's on next week?
Guest Freedom McFly Portis.
That's it. Something to do with some sort of. I don't know what that is. I have no idea.
Could be interesting then. We're going to be all surprised.
I have no idea.
I've got it right here. It's professionalize your experience with your Mac.
Oh, there you go. Okay, do with Mac.
There you go.
Okay, good stuff. I think it's
and learn how to not lose the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And can I just say something? Is he in the chat room? Let me check. Yeah, he is. The podcast Overlord, you lost the game because you suck at podcasting, and Steve, you lost the game too.
And hi to Yamazaru Ninja.
From Aussie Tech Heads, join Will, Eric, and myself as we bring you the latest, most up-to-date, important tech news that affects you from Australia and the world. Weekly podcast available each Friday through iTunes. Watch the live stream recording of the show at live.thesecrethub.com each Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. or GMT +10. Call in live via Skype or chat in our lounge. However you get us, just make sure you do. Listen or visit our website for more information, www.aussietechheads.com.au. Aussie Tech Heads, Australia's longest-running tech news podcast.
Well, that's it for Tech Webcast this week. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed having your mind expanded. Tune in next week for more tech talk with Brad, Jason, and whatever crazy guests they've managed to rope in. Don't forget to get the Tech Webcast app from iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at Tech Webcast, and of course check us out on Facebook too. Until next time, may the tech be with you. Peace.